Niggas say I'm not black, I'm OJ. What the fuck?
So Jay-Z got a song called The Life of OJ or The Story of OJ, something like that. And in that song, he say, rich ninja, poor ninja, light ninja, dark ninja, fat ninja, skinny ninja, you still a ninja. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how a lot of these black people that get to these higher places, I guess they think that they can hide their blackness or be treated differently from other black people because they have a status or have this certain type of money. Now, the main reason for me doing this video is because this clip I seen of two streamers, T Banks and Dub. I want to give a big shout out to T Banks because he's one of the only black streamers that I see actually have a backbone and seems to be kind of proud of being black. But a lot of these other black streamers, they be around these racist folks, let they Hispanic and white friends say the N-word and just have no sense of, you know, black pride. It's very embarrassing to say the least. But in this clip, T Banks and Dub are going to debate whether other races should be able to say the N-word, and we're going to dissect this clip. Let's get into
this in the video. Come to you, what's up, my nigga? You let him slide?
Yes.
Why?
Nigga, because I don't give a fuck.
Oh, respect. I do.
I'm genuinely curious. What do you give you say? But what are you giving a fuck about?
I would say don't call me that. And if you keep calling me that, I'm going to call you your slur back.
So here's a question.
It's that simple. It's that simple. But Dub already is just showing off his ignorance, stating that he don't give a fuck. And this is what
That's the problem. Motherfuckers to get some money and start letting anything slide just because they have a dollar attached to it, bro. Stop letting y'all morals, you feel me, be swayed by financial gain. That shit don't make no sense, bro. Let alone niggas wasn't raised, you feel me, motherfuckers was raised to do better, and you could tell motherfuckers just didn't listen and didn't retain none of the good wisdom they was taught being raised up. They have plenty of examples currently in the back burner of history that you could see why motherfuckers need to really pay attention to why they shouldn't let nobody outside the community say that shit, and why people are even fighting for us to stop saying that word within the community itself, because it's just creating unnecessary turmoil. Even though, yes, I from time to time say it don't mean shit, it does mean shit. Despite me, anytime I might say it don't mean shit, it's just a word, that's just me talking within the community of the black community when we say it to each other. But at the same time, I still can acknowledge that word has a lot of history, that means a lot of current things. You feel me? It means a lot. It's not to be ignored, not to be brushed under the rug at all. Just because we say it so casually doesn't mean it's, you feel me, lowering the respect we have for that word and who we allow to say that word to. You feel me? If we say it to you and you're not a black person, that doesn't mean you have the right to say it back to us just because we say it to you. No, that's how we talk. Don't adopt our lingo for no reason just because you feel like that's the right to adopt our lingo just because you like the way it sounds. No, we don't. You feel me? Motherfuckers will go back and forth with you with different slurs. Just because, you feel me, you don't go around calling your other people of other color that slur just off the strength of that being a slur. No, we don't. You feel me? It's a touchy subject, but at the same time, it's not. You feel me? You got to have some black pride. I don't like when another motherfucker say it around me if they not black. I don't like that shit. That shit's weird. I'm gonna take myself out that environment, because if I try to say somebody, communicate to them to stop, it's not gonna be nice. So I just rather move myself away before I, you feel me, fall into the trap that they trying to get us into by saying that word. No, I'm just gonna remove myself. Might call them the same slur back, but I'm just gonna remove myself from that situation.
But I mean, man, a lot of these dudes don't stand for anything. This is the brother of DDG who praises money, who praises materialistic things. So it's like, as long as they get that bag and get money, they'll tolerate anything.
You feel me?
Okay, so but listen.
Why?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga.
Exactly.
How do you be a nigga, bro?
Everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. I ain't black. They want
motherfuckers go around copying this whole flow, this whole get up I got. Motherfuckers copy my hair, copy my lingo, the way I look, the way I act. This is me being myself naturally. Motherfuckers go out their way to copy this. You try to take the plea that I grew up around a lot of black people in my community. I grew up around y'all, so this is why I act like this. Nigga, no. I don't use this as me living around other people that look like me as a reason to dress like this. This is just what I like to wear. I literally this is what I gravitate towards. I don't like wearing too much other shit. Like Chicago style, we like, I say like not skinny jeans. Like they could be kind of skinny, but not skinny fitted jeans. My type of style, skinny fitted jeans. You feel me? Some people don't really have that own personality to themselves. They just literally leech off of other cultures and try to make that their own persona, but they don't really have their own character, their own will to create for their own selves, their own style. You feel me? Let alone us as a community, black community, we just you feel me? We dress ourselves nice. Whether you in the African diaspora across the water or African siblings across the water trying to steal our style, or you the other people of color across the water trying to steal our style. Motherfuckers love the way we dress over here in America. And y'all be trying to downplay it like we don't create style, create fashion. Niggas literally trying to copy our fashion every day. I go over to UK right now, they gonna think I'm somebody, even though I'm just a regular person. Just cause of how I dress. They don't see too many people dress like me because they limited to their, you feel me? To their mindset of how they think to dress. You feel me?
Be able to say the
see a
nigga
nigga and they could just project, oh, you look like you from Chicago. Get the fuck out of
but
here.
then when you gotta,
don't
let's
wanna
not
be a
get
nigga from Chicago,
political.
for
When you
real.
gotta deal.
First thing that come to mind is O-Block.
When I walk into these expensive
more
stores
streets
like
than that.
Balenciaga, just like you, when you walk into these Balenciaga stores, you don't get stereotype anymore. You
Cap.
don't. I don't care where other people
Cap. What'd he say?
like you, when you walk into these Balenciaga stores, you don't get stereotype anymore.
I just seen something about Savannah James, LeBron James' wife, she had to call her husband, LeBron James, because a manager at a expensive store that she was trying to shop at didn't want to sell to her because he felt like she didn't have the money to sell. You feel me? To buy anything, to purchase anything in there. But he didn't know he was talking to Savannah James, LeBron James' wife. So when she called LeBron, made that fucking call to tell him, hey, I could actually buy this fucking mall that you're shopping in, that I'm shopping in. I could buy this whole fucking mall. But I just want to buy these several items right here. She got that person fired, I think. I'm just going to say allegedly. But she went back in and was able to fucking shop as she pleased. But just because you got money don't mean the people that has the power, the people that own these businesses ain't going to look at you different. Just because you have money, just because you dress with luxury don't mean they assume you actually have the finances to keep on providing for that luxury. A lot of people that have money don't really, from what I've seen, a lot of people that has money, they look all types of ways. They don't always dress up super nice. Like in the top designer clothes, they don't always dress up like that. Sometimes they're a minimalist type of styler. They don't want to wear too many labels. They don't want to wear too many extra shit. They just like what they like and they wear it. It's just when it comes to us, we focus on the names that's behind all these shit, and then we put the name, we put the tag. We the reason why half these clothes cost as much as they does because we put a name behind it. We make it seem like we're a higher person just because we own a piece of fabric with a logo on it and a couple names. They go fuck out of here. They all go to the same warehouse, the same sweatshop that has the same underpaid workers working at them. But you want to focus on having so much money till you don't have to focus on race no more when people are still looking at you with limited and bigoted thoughts. You feel me? They make the lower income people focus on race and make the higher people focus on money hoarding. People be focused on the wrong issues instead of trying to actually advance life and live life peacefully type shit. These niggas be trying to deflect on racism in everyday systems, everyday ways of life. Just because you ain't experienced it yet doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Dub, it can happen to you, it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody on this screen. Anybody listening, and I hope it doesn't, but it's out there. Especially when it's a black person.
Other people at
with money.
Already that is wrong. We just had a situation, y'all, where the wife of
I was just talking about
billionaire LeBron James,
I did not pre-watch
Savannah
this.
James, went into some store, I believe in Europe.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say
sure exactly, but I'll put it on the
Hermes.
screen. And she got profiled. She is the wife of a man with $1 billion. And she got profiled because she's black. So, Dub, whatever bullshit you talking, maybe in LA, yeah, I guess because they know you, put that aside without knowing who you are. The first thing they're going to see is a black man and they're going to stereotype you.
Yep.
So, that's bullshit.
You're going to walk in the store looking just like these. A hat up, shorts, and some black tees, and probably some unknown ass high luxury shoes. They going to look at your ass like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga doing in my shop? He must be window shopping. I'm going to let him walk around for a couple minutes, ask him, what are you interested in? Are you going to buy anything today? When they hit you with that, are you going to buy anything today? Are you interested in anything today? When they hit you one of those, that means, can you please get out of here, make your purchase, point out what you like, and then get the fuck on. They interact with you so they can get you in and out as quick as possible. Most people, they just let them walk around and they don't give a fuck. If they are a regular customer, they see all the time and they know how their finances looking, they do not give a fuck what they look at. They just wait for them to come to the counter and make their purchase for them. But when it's us, they will come and greet you and make sure that, hey, what are you in here for? What you interested in? They're going to figure out why the fuck are you on my property.
And we see cases
Hurry
like
the
this
fuck
all
up.
the time.
LA and where we're at, we are not.
What does that have to do?
Like, oh my god! I don't see race anymore.
Oh my, he's one of those type of niggas. These are the ones that have this mindset, y'all. And then when something happened to them, when they the only black person in these non-black friend groups, everybody want to get on the internet and, you know what I'm saying, in the media crying. But this the mindset they be having. They want to be ignorant. They want to be naive. They don't see color. My nigga, they see color. Everybody see color.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That was the most retardedest thing I've ever heard you say in my life.
Oh, bro, listen, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, like, if a Mexican walk up to me,
You
like,
drinking
what's
that
up,
bitch
nigga,
out
I
the
don't
bottle.
think of it that deep.
Very embarrassing clip, and that was pretty much it. The thing about me, y'all, I guess, and it be foreign to some of y'all on the internet. Not y'all, because y'all been watching me for a while. Me being black and having a lot of pride for it is something that was just instilled in me. You know what I'm saying? I grew
Indeed.
up within my home. You know what I'm saying? My childhood home, we got pictures of Malcolm X on the wall, prominent civil rights leaders, African motherfucking leaders. Like you know what I'm saying? Just I don't know the word, but we have so many art of just black around me. So I grew up without them even telling me anything. It was just around me. Then as I started getting older, you know what I'm saying, my pops, he used to break shit down to me because I had my older sibling. They was like in high school and I was like in elementary. So he used to teach them. So I used to just chime in and listen. So I was early on, I was already in tune. I learned about the Willie Lynch letter like 8 years old. All the barbaric shit they used to do in slavery very early on. So like, you know, growing up, it was already instilled in me. And
Let me see if I can find the fucking book. See, bro, my pops made me read a Malcolm X book with annotations in that motherfucker. It was one of these two. I had to read a couple of these Malcolm X books, you feel me, growing up. And it was a good read. I was well informed. It's stuff that they don't teach about in public school. You will never catch them talking about or really diving into who these black leaders were and why they were the person they were. Whether it's their livelihood before they turned into activists or what led to their untimely death as activists. You feel me? And or just the history of being a black person. You feel me? They don't dive into it. They don't expand upon besides slavery, and they barely expand upon slavery because they don't dive into how deep and fucking bad slavery is. I just seen something that just passed. The United Nations just declared slavery the worst fucking crime committed against humankind was slavery against the black community in the United States. It disenfranchised a lot of black African Americans and their families early on. You feel me? Motherfuckers can't even have the dignity and pride to acknowledge that in the public schools, that they fucked up and they did some terrible shit. And they don't even want to like actually feed the history to us and actually help us learn so we can actually heal from the generation of trauma and abuse and just unnecessary dehumanization of a community. We need to actually spend more time healing, researching how to heal, rather than trying to combat whether people want to acknowledge race and that they see race nowadays. When that's what they've been working their hardest for us to see right now. They want motherfuckers like that to say that shit now. Just so they can have a reason to say the N-word, just so they can have motherfuckers forget what they fucking did. They did a lot of shit that's still fairly recent. It's in a 200-year span of what the fuck they was doing with us. And now motherfuckers trying to say they don't see race. When they was literally putting us in couches and eating it. Eating us, making us eat the couches, and they having full-on backyard fucking grill sessions, you feel me? Grilling us. The barbecues, where do you think barbecues came from? Literally, everything is that fucking deep. Barbecues, picnics. Come on now. The ice cream song. It's a lot of shit. They try to just brush it over like it's some common sense shit. Like, no, it's not that. It's just this. They try to make you naive to the fact that this is not just some pure-hearted little jingle, nigga. This is based off a minstrel song that they just want to warp around just to, you feel me? They used to make sure that they got all the black kids close enough to the ice cream truck so they could just keep driving, so that nobody ever got ice cream, so they could just keep having them run around. Next thing you know, they in some neighborhood they never knew they was in, and things go on as they go forth, you feel me? They try to make sure that they keep us behind track as far as possible. And I really thank my pops, I really thank my family for being examples around me and having me around good men, good women, leaders that know how to, you feel me, share that information and communicate the information to a young person like how I was at the time. Communicate that to me and help me digest what the fuck I'm learning. Because this world is crazy. It's hard to digest what they done to us in the black community for so long, and then try to go back to going to school with everybody. Then you gotta go to church with everybody, and you gotta go to your job with everybody. You feel me? it's a lot to digest, and people just, instead of trying to really digest the information, they just neglect it. They say, ah, nah, it just can't be. It was that far. It was that far long ago. Can't be. Can't be. And then like they nowadays it's actually a little bit. It's more people out here that's actually advocating with the black community. So it's like I can understand why people are just so easy to say, no, I don't see race. They just keep running to the right people that's actually not racist. And you feel me? Some people just don't have that experience, and then to you, you get a high five. But don't use that experience of not running into that shit to discredit everybody that's had those experiences and know the information. You cannot have had those experiences and still do the homework for yourself and try to figure out why the fuck motherfuckers think that way, and have some empathy and some sympathy for people and really respect why people feel that way. I don't understand how people can be in the black community. People just choose to not acknowledge that history, or just choose not to even want to do their own research, to even do the surface level knowledge of why people are the way they are, why words are the way they are, and why we say the things we say. Because it really plays a big important role in why we are who we are. I might have said the same word like that in phrases in a rhyme, but listen keenly in to how I'm using those words and the way I'm saying it, because that's the best way for me to express it. You feel me? And it's simple. It's just that simple. Some people be overcomplicating thoughts in their brain, and you just gotta break it down, bro. We do the things we do because of the learned mannerisms we've had with our family. Thankfully, I was around a good black man in my father, a good black woman in my mother, and they've kept me around good black people to share knowledge, share game, and surround me with other younger kids that can be just like them, informative, and just share more information. Because there's nothing better than being around your peers and being able to talk about these situations and dive into more research. You feel me? This is why I like recording and reacting to these videos, because not too many people on YouTube or on the internet, period, expresses this depth of acknowledge and just history on what we gone through, and combating people just blatant ignorance. Because this is just an ignorant move out of dub. It's not nothing that's gonna end the world, but it's just like, bro, you feel me? You need to fix that thinking a little bit, because he's not the only one to think like that. And I could tell, and I know it's a lot of people that think like that too. They try to say they don't see race, but then it's only for that moment, right then and there they don't see race. But then again, it might be another moment where race is all the thing they talk about. So it's like, it's just convenient to him right now that, you feel me, I don't see race when I'm going out there to shop. But a different situation, you might think it's all nothing but a racist situation, and you will be able to acknowledge it then. But right now, you don't want to. So hey, I'm
I think
yapping.
nowadays, a lot of these parents, they don't teach their kids about black history.
They
They
don't.
aren't teaching them to be prideful of being
Nowadays, parents aren't being parents.
black. So it's
That's
like
the
they'll
key
just
thing.
end up
Parents are not
putting
parenting
their
nowadays.
blackness to the side. You know what I'm saying? They get a piece of this money. Now they think they're not black no more. But Dub is a prominent example of that. He'll let a Mexican call him the N-word, probably kicking it with all these.
But sometimes what I find it more disheartening is that a lot of time they learn these characteristics, these thoughts, these mannerisms. They learn the way they are from their parents. So you try to say like they didn't have parents in their life, or you try to discredit them just choosing to listen to ignorant friends when they actually had people in their life to show them right from wrong, and they just still choose to do wrong, and or their examples was just already choosing wrong, knowing the same information they could have chose right, but they chose wrong and taught wrong to their son and their daughter, and now their daughter and their son do wrong, and they keep on teaching it to the further generations. Unfortunately, and it's disheartening to say, a lot of people just comfortably continue to do the wrong thing and be happy with being wrong.
These racist white folks,
They just want to
it's
be.
just
They'll rather be
embarrassing.
loud
But you know,
and
man,
wrong
his Negro wake up call will
than
come. The
quiet and
disrespect
right.
is going to keep getting louder. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times within the streamer space, they don't just come out and be racist to you. They'll say little small passive aggressive things. And I got a clip that perfectly illustrates this. So this right here is a clip from the streamer Canel Joseph, and this white girl, she basically gonna use a little microaggression.
Do you wish you were a black guy, or do you like being a white black guy?
First off, that is a wild ass question. What do you mean?
Said what is a black guy and a white black guy?
By that? And you know what I'm saying? Just to summarize it, it's like, are you cool with being the token black? And let's hear his response.
You know, because when you get somebody with a little bit of education,
Demureness?
Do y'all hear this?
I don't know what that means,
Demureness is fanciness.
but when you do that, you
No,
like,
isn't that what demure means? Demure means fanciness, eh? Reserved, modest, and shy. Typically used of a woman. She's shy, maybe. Quirky, maybe. Situation, not demure at all.
Do y'all hear this?
I don't know what that means, but
Demure-ness is fanciness.
when you do that, you like literally, you know, you get treated better.
First off, there are plenty educated black guys. Like,
Is it
what is
better?
he talking about? You don't gotta be a token black to be educated. Many of my friends are educated. I'm educated, but I'm not a fucking token black. I'm not one of the good ones. I'm gonna let you know I'm not one of the good ones. Now, I want to bring up this Master P clip because
Before he expand upon that Master P situation, what my mind came to when he said, how do you feel being a black guy or white black guy? Like, yeah, like you said, the token black guy that just get to hang with the white people, but also just the educated, they perspective of what an educated black guy looks like, just because he don't speak in the modern black lingo. He just pronounce all his words and he try to speak clearly and like he's typing a fucking document on Google Docs all day. Some people just prefer to talk that way, you know? Some people might say I sound educated and might sound different than the next person. It's just your own perspective and it's subjective to you. But nonetheless, there's no version of black person that could be a white black or a black black. Nigga, either you're black or you're black. Either you're black or you're white or you're mixed. You're whatever your genetics tell you. But besides that, you feel me? None of the things he said make you a white or black guy. Just because you could be just as educated as the next man. But just because the way you say your words and the way you speak your vocab, your lingo, just don't sound right to them, they gonna think you more so catered to the black side of your life, or so than the white side of life. I don't think there's a need to conform, to code switch when you're speaking. I'm trying to get into that now. Like, why am I code switching for you niggas? The way we speak is already a grammatical, you feel me, is already in your English books. Ebonic we have so many diverse ways of speaking in the black community. People try to make it seem like it's not professional, but when in doubt, it is pretty high IQ ways of speaking. Because we don't speak regularly, let alone we don't speak the same as we did 10 years ago. A lot of ways, and a lot of the speech tones and speech phrases we use nowadays is just different. So, especially in the black community, we always, since things you could put back into the slavery times, motherfuckers spoke different because they need to communicate certain messages in a different way. So motherfuckers that they want to talk to can understand them, and people that's ear hustling, listening in the background, people that's listening in the background that don't need to hear the information, don't understand what they're talking about, but they can still know that they're speaking English, they still speaking the basic language. It's only a thing that we do in the community, black community, that we thrive in the most. Motherfuckers try to make it seem like it's unprofessional, but no, nigga, we actually are damn near talking in Morse code, talking in biblical proverbs, phrases, nigga. And we not even speaking in words sometimes. Motherfuckers just speak off of eyes and body language. And motherfuckers just be taken aback by that alone. They try to see that as unprofessional when it's actually needed. When you need it, it comes in handy, my guy. So don't try to make that shit as like it's unprofessional or what's more professional than the next. Just because you know how to read more books, higher vocabulary words, you know how to pronounce words more, you know how to use different words more than the next person. But just because you know certain words, certain things, the way you speak, they'll make you any smarter than the next man. That could be a very good facade. You could just memorize certain things and just get used to doing the same action all day, same routine all day, but don't actually know a damn thing. But this man over here, he don't really speak that much because y'all don't even want to speak to him the way he dressed. But once you actually get the courage to speak to him and communicate with the brother, debate with the brother, he actually got a lot of knowledge to share with you. It'll open your mind up. Stop being so hard. Keep your heart softened. Don't keep it hard. As they say in the biblical text, people's hearts be too hard, guarded, fenced up. They don't even want to speak to the next person just because you could actually like what they got on, but because you scared of how they might sound when they actually speak, you're not gonna go give them a compliment because you think they're gonna say, yo, like, what the fuck you mean? What the fuck you talking about, shorty? Instead of saying, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Stop being scared and having a hard heart on what your own stereotypes is of something. Have confidence in yourself, keep yourself grounded, move with respect. That's all you gotta do.
He has been trending lately, and I think it feeds into the sentiment
Regardless.
of, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Somebody look like us say, hey, how come we don't own our own tennis shoe? When Nike started out of their garage. Like, Phil Knight started out of his garage. And I tell people all the time, look, it's not about a color. Like, think about it. Even though when I help black-owned business, I'm doing that because we at the bottom of the totem pole. But we want to create product for everybody. This product is for everybody, blacks, white, Asian, Latino, but it don't have too many black-owned companies. Like, show me how many black-owned tennis shoe companies out there that's making functional shoes that actually own it. It's not that many. It's a problem.
Yeah.
So when I find a problem, you know, my passion get like, I need to do this. I got to show the world.
I ain't gonna lie, I have that same sentiment. Like, I see like the whole atmosphere of like how black people like we don't really have that much infrastructure. We don't have that many black businesses.
Everybody got a head start on
and
us.
It's hard because I want to shop at everything black owned, but I just physically can't do that. So this is why I say in 2026,
Or
we
they
don't need
taxing,
another
so it's
just
like literally
prominent
can't
leader.
do it.
Like, we all just got to come together and get on our shit. Like, black person started a grocery store, black person started up a hospital, a black person started up this, a black person started up that. Like, as a collective, we can come together. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that we lacking these things, so it's like everybody get on code. Okay, let's get to it. So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? We lacking in something, and the black person come out and do it, and then sometimes the people don't want to support it. But I'm gonna let him finish on with what he's saying, because this is where he started to lose me though.
What's been the biggest surprise of the stardom? I mean, you've been in this game for a very, very long time. What's been the biggest surprise about it all?
Our own culture don't believe that we could do it. You know, because they just don't get it. They're like, how you could do this? I mean, like, if I could do it, anybody could do it. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You just got to have integrity and do good business. And these doors will open up for you. Building great relationships. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, trying to get that negative mindset out of our culture, because they still going back to, oh man, slavery, they did us this. And I'm like, you still harping on that, man. I never harped on that.
All right, okay. See, this is where he lost me. It's not
See,
about harping on it.
Yeah, he
have
brought that in
people
for no
that won't
reason.
even admit
He didn't have to bring in slavery into the situation for him.
the evil shit they did to. They'll
That
say,
shit is a
slavery
valid thing to
was a
harp on.
benefit to you guys. If not, you will be in Africa somewhere in huts. You should be grateful. Whether you want to believe it or not, the reason black America is so messed up right now, you know what I'm saying, even though it's overly exaggerated, is because of what we went. 400 years of slavery. The type of slavery that black people went through is nothing that no group of people have ever experienced. It was a attempted genocide. It was the worst atrocity in mankind. Slavery was so bad, they don't tell you the worst of it. But we go through that. Then we get released in 1865. We still ain't free after that. We got to deal with KKK, Jim Crow, yada, yada, you know.
I think we in a cold
start to have
slavery
people
right
that step
now.
up.
They're
Malcolm
trying to
X's,
harp
Fred
on
Hamptons, Black
information,
Panthers. They infiltrate
gatekeep
those groups,
to
kill
a whole
off
different
all our
degree.
leaders. Then guess what they do after that? Break up the community aspect of it. Start pushing capitalism. Then what they do next is chemical warfare, heroin and crack epidemic. Start dropping drugs off into the hood. Then start arresting those same. That was in the 80s and 90s. It's 2026. That was only, 20, 30 years ago. Black Americans, it's just so disingenuous, because a lot of y'all don't really know the history of what we've been through. And it's not us being a victim. It's us talking about what really happened. In the same way that Master P is talking, these folks never tell, you know what I'm saying, the Jews to get over it. They never say that. They never say get over the Holocaust. Nobody ever says that to them. But for black people, we got to get over slavery. We got to get over this. We got to get over that. We got to be the bigger man. Every time it's, get over some shit. No, we going to acknowledge what the fuck y'all did, because it was way worse than what y'all even like to talk about, bro. And even speaking of the Jews and the Holocaust, bro, they got reparations. They got a whole free fucking country. What did they give black Americans for all that shit, dog?
Nothing.
And you know the
A
crazy
damn
thing, y'all, the slave owners got
wet
reparations.
ass
America
back.
was like, okay, since y'all lost y'all property, lost y'all slaves, we gonna give y'all some money, because now y'all gotta work for yourself. Like, y'all see how crazy that is? So when we bring up slavery and that we need our reparations, it's not us being
Still
victims.
waiting
It's
on
just giving us what we owe.
Because I can't change the past, but I can change the future. And I think
it's
you got to
future.
get used to us being successful. And I don't want this just to be me. I want so many different product brands owned by us, but making it for everybody.
I agree with that 100%. I want us to create more. And the thing about us is, like, black folks, we make anything popular. So it's like, if one of us popped out in Masterpiece shoes, people are like sheep. One person popularized it, next person, black, we make anything cool. So it's like, we can easily make our own shit cool. But it's also that stigma we got in here. Like, if the whites ain't make it, they don't validate it. We make everything pop. So like, why not just support our own? That's what I've been on lately. I've been rocking a lot of more black owned brands. You know, this Masterpiece clip, I agree with what a lot of what he's saying, but until he got to the harping on slavery part, it's not harping.
That
It's
was a
about
random
acknowledging
ass
the
yap
injustice and
side
the evil
quest
that was
he
done
did.
to us. So I agree with everything but that. So yeah, man, that's it for this video. Let me know y'all thoughts on everything. Always remember that you're black. Have pride in being
Indeed.
black. My blackness will always come first. And that's how I was raised. That's how I'm going to raise my children.
Indeed.
They already being raised this way. I had one of my Malcolm X posters upstairs, you know what I'm saying? One of my twins, they was like, who that? I was like, that's the GOAT. I'm telling you, they already know how to read. Once they get to like 6 or 7, I'm going to start having
put
them
the hand on the shoulder
they
like
be
young
more
man.
pro-black than me. That's the GOAT. But that's it. If you guys want to see something similar to this, go check out what is happening in Black America, because I need y'all to stay on y'all P's and Q's.
Indeed, because boy, Black America is going through it right now. And as a Black American and a content creator in this YouTube space, I feel like I have a need, responsibility to share my opinion on what's going on, because I'm living here and I actually care. I don't want us being ignorant to information we can give ourselves and find ourselves and share with our own community ourselves, so we can actually get better. People don't be trying to take advantage of the good opportunities that's right in front of them. YouTube is free as fuck. Unless you're paying for ads to get them skipped, YouTube is free as fuck to learn this information, learn what's going on in the world, in the neighborhood near you. It's not hard, bro. And just the most importantly, Black people, we do not hang ourselves from trees. Don't fall into that facade. Don't let nobody tell you that he just put himself up there, he was just trying to do it. No, we do not hang ourselves from trees. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Shout out Antonio Talks for having a great conversation, spreading some good word, good information, good thought-provoking information. Let me know what you're feeling in the comments. Next time, y'all.
You just see us, you don't wanna be all alone, no, she wanna be with me. She can be so tough, I don't